Hello, I'm going to show you my Ratchet collection, all of which are Craftsman except for one. The one far on the right is a Stanley. The first three, half-inch drive, 3/8 drive, and a 1/4-inch drive, all came as a kit that I bought from Sears. Came with sockets. I don't remember how many pieces were in the kit, but that's how I acquired them. It was probably about 1990 or so, maybe a little before or a little after. The half-inch drive is a 44985. All are made in the USA except for the Stanley. 3/8 drive. It's a V series, as well as the other two that are in the kit. This is a 43784. And the 1/4-inch drive, it's a 43186. This half-inch drive I have probably only used a handful of times. The other two get more use. This 3/8 drive I recently acquired. I just made a video of it. I found it out on the street, actually on a sidewalk right next to the street. It wasn't in a residential area. It was laying in a pile of salt. It was heavily rusted and corroded. I picked it up and it's still ratcheted. I couldn't see what it was. I figured it was maybe some Chinese tool, but I got it home and it was a made in the USA. It's a T2X 44808, made in the USA. I cleaned it up, restored it, and should make a nice nice addition to my collection. Initially, one disappointment I had was I thought that the lever was plastic. It looks like it's plastic, but on closer inspection I thought, you know what, I think it is metal. So I took a magnet and it does stick. Not very strongly, but it does attract to the lever. So, and it turns out, you know, the paint is wearing off a little bit, so it is metal. It's, the handle is, as you can see, is maybe an inch longer than my other 3/8 that I've had for since about 1990. Here's another 1/4-inch drive, Craftsman. It is a VK 44807. The reason why I bought this one, which was probably about 1996 or so, was I was traveling the country with for a project, and I needed it. It was a project for work. Had a separate toolbox, and I needed a 1/4-inch drive, so I went out and bought an additional one. and I actually was using two different toolboxes, one a little larger than the other, and that was why I bought this Stanley 1/4-inch drive. It's for the second toolbox. I bought it around that time. It's a Stanley 785-709. I don't know if you can see that, but it was made in Taiwan. And it actually feels like a pretty solid tool, and the vibe that I'm getting from the threads that I'm reading online was tools made in Taiwan aren't necessarily bad. It's the ones that are made in China that are getting a bad rap. I don't know if it's deserved or not. I haven't used either one of these in years. Actually, the Craftsman I just pulled out of the toolbox, and it was skipping and didn't seem to be working too well, so I took it apart and cleaned it out and re-lubricated it, and it's fine. Last but not least is this vintage 1/4-inch drive by Craftsman. I just got this on eBay. I've got it for my dad. I told him the story about finding the 3/8 drive. I told him that it probably fell off of a vehicle somewhere, and that's how I found it. And he told me that he lost his 1/4-inch drive Craftsman probably in the 70s or early 80s, and it was from a set that he purchased in the early 1950s. So I looked it up, and it turned out their main Ratchet that they were selling at that time was the box head or pair head, which is what this is. So I picked it up and I'm gonna give it to him, and I really hope that it's the right style and everything. See, it has a little oil port. It's pretty neat. Anyhow, it's my Ratchet collection. Thank you for watching.